Greetings, internet people. We are hopefully live. Again, can't see if it works, if it allows me to start before the actual time. YouTube is gonna do YouTube things. But the idea here is simple. It's a different game, but the same very dumb ideas. So looking in somewhere around here, we have all these gods with all these cool things. And I can spawn in boons. So I can set myself up with something from the start. And then we can just ignore everything else. So I have done a test run with charm only. And the main problem is that we will, of course, get into situations where we have only one enemy. So charming them will do nothing. So that's the main thing that we need to find a solution for. So looking at this first, we have Aphrodite's Aid, wherever it is, here, this one. Might as well just get them to be heroic. That is the main charm. So that means that we have the God Gorge charge up. And we can charm when that is full, but we can also... It will do damage if it's on full Gorge, but we can remove that with other boons. But then I need to find the duo boons, which are somewhere else. Here, nice. So we need Smoldering Air. And that should mean that the bar is now capped at 25%. So I can never get the full bar and I can never do damage with the charm ability. Don't know if I can see chat. Actually, there's always something. Don't need this. The bar is now capped at... Yeah, why can I not use the chat in OBS? That is going to be not a problem, but not amazing. So, back to this. I'm running the shield for the simple reason that we can block. I'm planning on not attacking at all. Perhaps the dumbest idea of all time. It's a reverse no-hit run. I will never make it through this game not taking a single hit. But I can maybe make it through the game not dealing a single hit. That's a different beast. So we want Athena as well. We want Proud Bearing, so we start with some of this Gorge that we need to charm people. And also one from Hermes. The problem beyond here is that I want to be able to deal with... This is the finding the keys and stuff. Hermes, where are you? So if I'm not going to hit them, I could drag them through traps. We can also give our dash some kind of damaging ability. That way we can just dash past people and do like 4 damage to them or whatever. It's going to be incredibly slow. Quick favor, that's the one. And that is basically what we need. I'm also considering, should I give myself damage reduction? Should I do something else that actually helps? We could try deflect as well. That's actually no damage. That's probably the best option. And we can try with no extra things, just for the sake of making it hard, and we'll see from there. So that means Athena again. Deflect on dash. That's the one we need. Olympian Gods, you. And we need Divine Dash. That's the one. Okay, so now escape is not the back button. We deflect when we dash past people, and I will have the charm thing. Here I don't really know what would work, but I'm gonna do it with the one chance of getting a minor heal, because that's just gonna be useful if I can't attack anyone. It's already plenty hard enough. Let's just do... I don't need heat either, like... This is just a standard vanilla thing. We're doing charm only. It's going to be a million problems, hopefully funny ones. Let's just go.
Turning back.
Someone has liked the stream, that's nice, but I haven't seen anyone in the chat yet. So can I actually skip these things? I don't have the... Alright, I need to spawn them in here, that's why. I'm not allowed to do it from the start. But I can't... I have to take this, right, to spawn the dudes. Yep, but then we will just pick something that we will not use. That's the law. But then we just need to redo all the boons. Especially stronger. We're not gonna use these anyways, the plan. So now we can do then... I can't open the codex. Okay, there are problems. We have to beat these guys first, apparently. Or I'm allowed to use my things. Now we can... Okay. Already problems. It's not working anywhere near the way I had hoped. But we can still make it work. Aphrodite, give me your boons. Make them heroic, because why not? This. So there is also the... She also has effects that make people weak. And there is a boon that when we weaken people, we might charm them. So that is another thing we could use if we need help. But I will start without it. So we needed you. We need Athena. We need Hermes. And is there one more? Maybe that's enough. We need you. We need Divine Dash. Then we need Hermes. Wherever he is, here. We need Quick Favor. And then it's just a duo one, and then I think we have the basic set at the very least. And that is where I will start. So, duo boons happen to be somewhere else. In the vast menu of sheets, what we now have. Duo boon. Smoldering Air. Nice. And here we have... I can break them, but it should be nice. And that's not a boons. I still think we're not really allowed to skip boons here, but if you... Now we have the bar at the bottom. It's charging up, it's kinda slow. But we can now charm this dude. Or hand, whatever he is. Are you the only inhabitant of this chamber? Because that's going to be a problem. And we have to trap you, perhaps. I mean, specifically we need at least 2 enemies, but not even that is possible. It's 1. Come on, game. Yes, I guess we're doing... I guess we're just getting slapped by the hand is the... Just spawn 2 so I can use my my great big plan. We do have 2 now, nice. Which one of these is more aggressive? Let's say that you are. He just deleted himself. Perfect. So is this a case now where... Why? So is the dude charmed? So the actual caster is on my side, but the ball he shoots is not, so he's just deleting himself instead. That's not an interaction I... Oh, what happened? So we have the option also to do chaos things. Like, I don't think we can gain anything here that's actually allowed with what we have, so... I'm just gonna plow on. Fishing. Do we have time for that? Okay, we charm the skull. Fight all your... He deleted his own home. Perfect. No, almost. He tried at least. Watch them just... The infighting. The civil war. The skulls of hell. Meanwhile... All I can do is dodge. Charming the nest is not great. It's not gonna do much. They will... These early dudes will just sort of die from dashing through them with the deflect. But it's the like lowest damage thing I could do, really. Will you fight the nest? Yes, you will. Nice. Big old cool laser beam. Charm you as well. So the skulls are nice and aggressive. But now I don't know what we do with you. Can I... Like, can you follow me over a trap? No. not really the intended way to deal with him, but at least it's technically working.
Got to hold nice and still.
Can I fish?
Blood and
Because I'm too early, right? This has been a problem as well. I haven't done fishing in any game really, so longer charm is fantastic, right? And with the setup we have, I'm fairly certain that this only deals damage on full charge, and we will never have a full charge. More shadow is more good. Okay, now we're running into rooms with actual dudes in them. You can be on my side. It's the duel of the centuries. One big Dionysus guy with this cup of beer or whatever he has. It'd be hard to get you over the trap because of the way they move. They never really wanna. This might be good. Technically a trap kill. I think I still hit him with the charge, but I would like to have more than one dude. Like, should we have just invested heat in more people? Because this is a little bit sad. Now finally we get to fight. Okay, this is interesting. Is it a good strat? No. It's a very stupid build that's going to take an unnecessarily long time to do. But the thing here is that I have tried this once, so I know it's possible even if it's hard. But the only way I can prove that it's been done is streaming it, even if nobody's watching.
that was 5 seconds, right?
As long as we have a VOD, there is proof. Because if this takes 2 hours, that's not a very interesting video to watch, I don't think. Okay, cool. Some nice aggressive guys. And do they always one-tap their friends? Oh yeah, can I... Are these pillars like my doing? Can I... I can. You can use the map as well to deal with... Just a single enemy. Come over here, my dude. I can crush you a bit. But now I'm out of crushing things. So this is the problem that we would have. So deflect is the best I can do, because then I'm not attacking them. Charming the nest is probably the worst. I mean, I could aim this. At least attempt to aim it. By having an actual skull in between. But then we just... Because I'm not killing the nest. And I can charming it. Now it's tricky to dodge. Yeah, that's a good hit, I think. Look at him just delete all the skulls and everything else, preferably. Fight. You're on my side now.
I'm empty.
They are as bad as I am at hitting things. I thought that the skulls are like at least nice and aggressive mobs, but they do struggle. They are not the best. Are you the last dude alive? And we have no trap, so it's going to have to be a deflect.
Right there.
And this is also... Do I have to accept this now? Yes, I do. Okay, so we cannot skip boons. We will just have to pick things of what we will not use. But that's then a good balance, I suppose, because defensive things I can actually use. So if I find those, that would be helpful. If I don't...
It's me or them.
Specialist. Wait, how do I block with this again? Because there, isn't that like the whole... Oh, it's probably just charging, right? But if I'm not supposed to hit anyone with that, it's tricky. Like, I don't wanna... Don't tell me we have only mind boys. Because these... I don't think they can die to their own I mean, I've never tried. It's also for science, I guess. You always like have to force them to shoot things. I don't think they are taking damage from it. What if you are charmed? This is not possible. Because this would be like a nice duel, just the minefields fight each other. I don't think it will happen either, sadly. There are, as expected, many problems. Now that we only have 2, it's easier to see at least. Don't shoot me, shoot your friend. Which I can also make easier by standing near him, I suppose. But this is just not happening. Okay, I have to physically activate them as well. And they just run out of them. Thankfully they are not very tanky. You can also charm you so that you're nice and still. And now we get mobs that we can maybe work. Kill the mine boy for me, please, because they are the problem. Okay, those guys also only have 1 attack or something. Thought they had a normal hit as well. But now you are the last man alive. Do you wanna... No? I'll try this scrap also, like, why not? Come over here, my dude. A key.
I'll just keep this on me.
That is fine. Were there any more cash urns? Because thinking I can still shop for things like... Are we moving along? I haven't died yet. It's a requisite for this to work. Will these... I mean, these are also not very aggressive mobs, I don't think, but they still will laser beam each other, right? Yes, but the slowest laser beams known to man. I guess if I stop them mid-beam... Am I gonna have to do this with traps again? Or if you just get one that's... No, he just left. Okay. Do charm things. Shoot your friends. Not me. Anyone else. You have plenty of targets. We have 2 targets exactly, but... Not the most agile of beasts either, so... Now he's trying. Not well, but an attempt was made. Stay on target, my dude. Also wondering if I can just position you better, maybe. So when you see this target, you would maybe want to go for him? No? Now! Then we have the problem again, where we have to just face charge you. The big Shungus will deal with all the laser boys, because they are, as we have found out, fairly useless when it comes to being charmed and being on my side. And not everyone is so easily swayed by Aphrodite's charm. Not even my own charm, that's the problem. I've borrowed charm from a hopefully nice lady, I don't really know. Is everyone my uncle or aunt in this? Which is also weird. Fungus, can you do... Like, you have a... Good. You have a target, go for him. Now we have to do... Oh, it's gonna be hard to land on him as well. Way easy to do these. Maybe. Right, you also have... Charging too far. Stay on the trapper.
What do we have here?
Yeah, I'm not sure those are actually fully legal kills, but it's the best I can do. I'm not gonna just stop. It's also... It's not guaranteed that this will work. Attempts will be made. They might be good, they might be horrible. A random item. No, that would matter, right? We could have gotten move speed or something, which would have been cool. Level ups now are actually fairly nice. Because I can't necessarily use that many boons. They're only laser boys. It's really not the most luck with the mobs what we find. Because we find basically strictly things that are mostly useless at killing their friends. Which maybe is a good quality after all. Then surely we can bring you into, not necessarily into these traps, but into this thing. No? Or are you used? Instead I'm gonna... Like, how likely is this guy to follow? Not very.
More coming.
Skulls? Mages. So the mages are fun. I think they... I've still not seen a mage actually not delete themselves instantly on being charmed. And I don't know how it works, but my theory is that the mages on my side, their ball weapons are not. So they still delete themselves with their own weapons, which is fantastic. That's exactly the kind of shenanigans we need. Maybe we can charm the caster here also. See what happens. Yep, instantly explodes. We have now again mostly an army of terrible laser dudes. So if we can charm you, then you also need to get to the targets. Because I don't even know how to lead these guys properly into the traps, so we just need to rely on big beefy boy and his giant club. And he's not the smartest, but he's getting the job done, sort of. I can't push them, can I?
Good enough to eat.
Eight and a half seconds. So at least the charm thing is good in itself. But it's also like, am I going to have to do bosses with only deflect? They're like, if there's no one here, I might just hit them, but that's not really instantly weak.
Lads.
Because here I think you can actually deflect these like mid-air to knock them back, but that requires timing. I don't necessarily always have, but I can try. Also the thing with playing something like this is that if I'm not attacking, I have one less thing to focus on. I can maybe work on actually landing mid-air deflects, because that clearly works. I don't think it matters which one throws bombs at me either. Anyone is fine. That's a big noob. But now again, is it deflect only? It did 10 times the damage when he was charmed, right? Yeah, it did. Deflecting it onto myself. Can I choose the direction, or is it just like quite sort of? It looks like I can at least. So then it's just a skill issue, as per usual. Stop leaping and let me deflect something onto your face. So this is another very interesting roguelike. I only picked it up like 2 months ago, I would say. But you have different weapons that have different abilities, and then change those weapons with aspects of different gods for more variety.
That's what you get.
And you have all these boons and stuff, so you have a good opportunity for many combos of many wacky things. The easiest challenges would be realistically running only one god, for example.
You bet Aegis, the original itself. My own.
That is one more deflect. That means I can throw... That's actually not bad. That is also good, but... Because now I can do... Now that deflects. So I can throw that into projectiles to deflect. That's the thing that might actually be legal.
Stop me.
Alright, now these two are very far from each other. And make them meet. Then it's up to them what they do with that meeting, but... So these guys at least I can make them stay in here, right? That's the thing I can do. So you guys are more manageable. Beefy but slow. An easy trap kills that respawn as well, right? We can really only get one dude. This would have actually potentially been easier on a heat level with more enemies around, because this is just ridiculous. The amount of times. So I knew that when we get one dude, there's going to be problems. And then me stepping into traps anyway. I also need to charm useful targets. Like the skull is actually not bad, but the skull house is terrible. We need to be around these mine boys. I can deflect the mines as well, which is good to know. Again, I don't think there's friendly fire on me, but I don't think there's friendly fire on other bad dudes with the... I really don't need to charge into the traps. This is even worse for myself, but I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Nice backstab. Okay, come on. Over here, my dude. Nice. The stream is alive as far as I can tell. I'm gonna do a check, actually. Because last time, apparently it didn't say the right game and stuff, but it looks fine to me. We'll never know if it's actually fine. It's going to be gamble on a stream. Stream a couple of hours into the void. It might be awful, it might be watchable. At least there's a challenge. Beatable, we shall see. So far I'm bending the rules in literally every room. There is also a delay on the stream, which is not great. Because I have set it to no delay. So something is not working as intended. Is this another... just one dude in a room? No, two dudes in a room. That is 100% better? Question mark. And I need to not ruin the pillars, because I need them to break dudes with that I cannot kill in any other way. Over here. Can you stop that on you? Can we get you to... No, they charge too far, so it's like... we have to learn to judge the distance also. Or stop him mid-charge. Please give me more than one enemy. Nice. Charge into a trap. Good. Good moves. So the main problem with this game is that I don't play any games that are quick or that require any sort of reaction. It's like slow Balatro Peglin, where I still make stupid decisions when I have plenty of time. But if I also have to react, talk, manage a stream, I will stand on some traps. That's just gonna happen. That's like collateral damage. Get me a skull involved. They seem to be better. They killed Big Chungus, which is nice. Cool, now we have only one left. So we can skirt around the... They can actually... No, there was a deflect as well, even though I charged away from him specifically to try to avoid him. We're making... Well, there's no point Or is there a point doing this? Because we could get boons that actually help me. But the boss is going to be... I think it's going to be that big crystal thing. Oh, I should have maybe tried it. So we get something else horrible instead. Oh, this guy. We're definitely not beating him. This is like a kill race. But I can't hit anything. But on the other hand, he's basically doing the room for me. And he's also... I mean, he's cheating because he's marking them. So the only way I've found out you can handle this guy is to just drag mobs away from him. Then I can kill them fast. But now I don't care. Just do the deed for me. Floating guy with sight. Nice and easy. I don't mind. I don't mind losing a challenge if I get my job done for free, right? Getting kinda hectic. With lots of skull dudes. Does this not end until I get a... I did get kills somehow. Either with the deflect or the charm. Why is this not ending? Normally it ends way sooner. Do I have to kill them? No, this seems to be like the last dudes now, right? I got 3 kills with charm. Nice. I'm gonna delete him as well. Nice. 24-3. The worst I have ever done. But I still get $100. Could be worse. I'll have to talk to you as well, right?
Not a word of this.
Shop. I could buy some health, maybe. Speed seems nice. Because I have a lot of money. I don't think the chaos things will actually do anything for me. I'm not certain though. There might be things in there that I'm unaware of. More health is nice. But I'm thinking I can buy something that's not an attack, maybe. And I can also often buy health up.
No need to thank me, mate.
So Hermes should be good. We can get dodge and stuff, for example. It's pretty good. That will help.
Now here goes.
I'm still gonna stand on traps and stuff, but... So I don't really know what he brings. He's like the god of looting in this. That is not bad. This was one I thought about giving myself as well, but... We can just get this as well. And then we can use this as a way to farm resources and stuff, what we need to make ourselves better.
Hi.
This is now a problem. How do we handle this insane lady? When all I have is an ability I can't use. I can deflect those things also. Can we charm you? We can. Nice. But the mobs that you spawn, if any, are going to be garbage, right? It's going to have to be a matter of... And if she stuns me first as well, like... Yeah, this is bad. I can stop her with this. Nice. And this does 16 damage. What a stupid idea. Who knew? No, if I'm not even capable of deflecting the projectiles, because I've already used my dodge. And she's not spawning. She's not spawning any mobs either. We got one of the worst bosses. I mean, I can just literally charge through her endlessly. It's going to cost me my entire life. But else we have to just... I've learned about your stun now, at least. I think it's just this, like 16 damage per hit. So this is where I would like some feedback. Like, it's still supposedly a charm-only challenge. But would it be fine to hit a boss like this so it doesn't take 9 million years? Because that's what we're looking at now. I've done 10% damage maybe, and this is the easiest boss we will face. The boss in round 3 or act 3, whatever, Greek Heaven, is going to be nicer because there's 2 of them. So we have a build for that. But for everything else, I can add like a reference here. For everything else we have nothing. We have a garbage deflect. I mean, I'm not deflecting attacks, so that's on me. And this is also weird because I don't know about this lady and Alecto because I don't know the lore. But Meg is my sister, right? So is this also one of my sisters? And we're using charm. Like this, we have a bit of a problem. A massive problem, actually. But I guess I am related to Zeus. He was a bit spicy with literally everything he went near. I'm not surprised, but it's not nice. Not even necessarily. Also no guarantee that I actually hit her with her own projectiles. And I'm getting hit by the projectiles more than I'm deflecting anyway, so... We could have also given ourselves... Are you out of area? That's illegal. Yeah, I want to try... That does deflect as well. We could have given ourselves a different... Like dash damage thing we could have had. Instead of just deflect. Because deflect is nice for projectiles, but it doesn't do that much damage. We could have had the shield one, for example. We would also slow her down. Make everything easier. And this is also going to be not the most interesting gameplay to watch, but we can talk about stupid stuff in between, like why am I running a charm only build? Because it was the dumbest thing I could think of in this game, other than a reverse no-hit run, which is basically the same. It would be where I would have had only some kind of damage on my dash, and I would have to go through the entire game without hitting a single enemy. It would have also taken 24 with that. Okay, perfect. Not like we have damage even if I hit that. So we have charm, which I've already said it's not even my own charm, like I've borrowed it from... It's a gift from my aunt. She gave me, I don't know, a flower or something charming. Something more charming than old Zagreus and his burning feet. Which surely are there for a reason. It's not so he can walk on lava, I've already tried that. But that's like the distinguishing feature of me, is that I have burned feet. Why? Also this lady with her vocabulary. Good conversation on top of the fantastic gameplay and very skilled execution of said gameplay. I'm just gonna do the full charm dash.
Not yet.
There's at least... I'm assuming it breaks some damage as well, or it has shorter duration on bosses, because she's definitely not charmed for 8.5 seconds. And perfect, we get smaller room to make this even worse. This is the most problematic build I could imagine. Okay, she will now do more... Don't talk and stand still, move. This is good. Except she is better at dodging than I am. Wow, 24 damage. 50% more than the 16 from the dash. This is not going well, no. But the problem here compared to Peglin or Balatro is that this is a game where I have to react, because it's like
I can't.
things happen and I have to avoid them and hit things. But the problem here is that I'm also doing an exceptionally stupid challenge. I have a charm ability, so if we have 2 enemies, it's perfect. If we have 1, nothing happens. So I've decided that I still can't attack them, but I can dash into them, because that's not a hit with the weapon at the very least.
I'm out.
Also nice to see an actual real human in chat. Welcome. Yeah, and I'm not used to having to do things. It's just, even with the slow games, I still make stupid decisions. I could argue that they are maybe a little bit on purpose at the very least. But the bigger problem here is that, as far as I know, the first boss, there are 3 variants. And Meg, the original, is my sister technically. So these 2 might also be. Well, or this lady, there's one more is what I meant to say. But then Charm is not the best thing we could have chosen. It's quite problematic. I'm just charming her so she stands still so I can headbutt her in the face. Thankfully we have lives at the very least, it's not over, but I always knew the bosses were going to be very hard. I wish it could spawn, literally anything else I could use. It's a bit spicy, yeah. But I'm also... I don't know if this is better or worse, but I'm charming her so we can hit her in the face with her own projectiles. And sometimes with my... like, charging into her and headbutting her, I suppose.
Not now.
I'm wondering how long this is going to take as well, because there's 4 worlds, I suppose. This is the first one. I've been going for 40 minutes. It's gonna be an all-nighter, if I survive.
Not yet.
This is also where crowd control could have been nice, because then... I mean, I'm not expecting I would have had any help from that, but you could at least make it work worse and end it sooner. We also have... it's possible to get the lives back, so... I could also be more aggressive with my dash, which has a deflect on it, so it doesn't actually do any, relevant amount of damage. Could also spend some time to, learn her with an even smaller chamber. Thank you, perfect. This might just be where it ends. But the tricky part here with the rules is that what do we do when we have one target? Is that is it fine to just hit them then, for the sake of time?
Can't do that.
Or does it still have to stick to the challenge and do stupid things that are not actual weapon hits? There's more charm. Because the charm also cannot deal damage the way it's set up. It does normally have, on max bar it has damage, but I removed that for the sake of not having the damage. I think I am my own Dark Souls boss in that case, my own brain cell turned a not that hard boss into actual rocket science. Oh well, actual reflexes required and eyesight and that kind of stuff, what you need for action games that I don't play. Could have also played Hades maybe once in the last month or so. Would have helped. Now I just want to end the boss and see if we can do anything more exciting. I don't know what else we could have had that's not an attack. Also nice, that big AoE is really the best bet we have. And don't stand in the AoEs. Yep, that's maybe a good title. Yeah, she has a stun as well. Do your big circle thing. That's the one I can actually dodge. And that will do some damage back to you because there's more than one projectile that I can handle. No, I need to aim them as well. Perfect. Yeah, but this is the equivalent of playing Peglin with only a horror ball. Or 50 horror balls, so, you know, pick your poison. Or Balatro with only Jimbo, which is 4 multiplier and nothing else. Or playing Balatro with Pokemon cards or something like that. Also pronouncing things too loud. If I could have lost only one, would have been better, but she's dead technically. And what we get is just some shade. And I think we get a heal in between this one. But this is like any good roguelike. You have lots of build options. Like here's a set of things. I can pick one of these to bring with me. I went with a chance to have health in Broken Urns. For the sake of maybe healing. These are the things, what I have. My boons, my upgrades, my relics. So this can deal damage, but I have another ability, so it's capped at 25%, so it cannot do damage. Which has also ruined everything. And this is a shop with things that I don't care for. I think we just move on.
Till next time, Tartarus.
We're going through all the layers of Greek hell. To get to my entire family at the top of Olympus. All my uncles and aunts that are blessing me with their boons that do stuff and things and combine in interesting ways. Now we are in actual hell. I think that's a cash earn, nice. And I have flaming feet. I should be able to walk on lava. That's my argument. These guys. But now we have more than one target, so now there's actually something to watch. Problem is that they still... Not always the most aggressive, these guys. And I can also... I think I can deflect this back in his face if I land the hit. Then I could make you walk into a trap, maybe. Stop running away from me. All I want to do is charm you. Like, I'm not... I'm actually not the bad guy for once. Normally I think I am. Not this time. Gonna get more than one dude now? Yes. I think I heard one more spawn. Like, I don't... Is this just bad luck or like... I'm sure I normally have more than one enemy in most of these rooms. So what's going on with that? Is the game... I mean, it's clearly seen that I'm struggling with everything. Could also... Can't make you leap into the lava either. I don't have a knockback. That's another realistically stupid challenge to do. Like a knockback only run. Push everyone into lava and traps and walls. Okay, I can at least see on the bombs when they are deflected. That's nice. But my aim is not particularly good with that either. Nice. He got bored of the... He saw the worst build of all time and he just wanted to end it all. Honestly, he's not wrong. Now we have a speedier boy, an aggressive skeleton ghoul man that ate that dude's entire face, then set himself on fire. That was a deflect, right? Okay, charming them in fire. Actual genius move.
Always a pleasure.
Cool. So this is a problem because... Actually, this doesn't matter because I'm not going to use these. Do we have anything Sure, let's get that. So the hammers are like a special upgrade. Usually very interesting skills that can change your gameplay a lot. But if you're not allowed to attack... Looking for health in case there is something that saved me. Gems or this? I think I still need this because I haven't bought all the upgrades. I think there's still a big delay on the stream. I've set it to no delay, but there is still a delay. My only guess is that that is in between YouTube and my streaming service. That actually hit me directly to the face. I thought I would have had a chance to deflect it, but no. Directly. Bad times. But I'm not really... These guys are good at fighting each other though. It's nice to see them just throw an entire grenade in your brother's face. Because why not? That's kind of what brothers do anyway. I mean, you're good at finding arguments to make this seem better. Like, we are some kind of actual civilized noble dude. Pacifist maybe is also a way. That's what I tried in Peglin once, or at least I called him a pacifist. I think we still killed everything we came across that time as well, but we try to have the moral high ground sometimes. At the same time, we are in hell, so what high ground can we realistically have?
Good.
Yeah, there might be a minimum delay. That's true. But I'm also thinking maybe if I streamed directly to YouTube, could have been better. I don't know. I just figured I'll use the same thing I do for recording. Reduces the risk of a total beans. The potential for a decent amount of beans, but not all the beans. But, another problem here is that I want them to hit the other guy with grenades, so I want to watch it. But what happens is I then just stand there like an idiot, and I get hit instead. And I have already spent 2 of my lives, so at least we are getting, like, it's only a 6% chance, but it's decently generous, the healing. But that's good, 96 damage. It's better than 16, which is what I have on my dash. Okay, now we have one dude again. Oh yeah, the mirror, the better pacifist. What was that ding? Is that like a shop thing or? No, the ding is that we can fish. Wow. Fishing in hell. That's also a good argument.
Got a bite. Got a crustacean.
A nice fish with a hat. As he dressed up nicely. I like gambling on that. I'm not gonna want to eat him if he has a hat. Because I don't care. If I can get 5 health back from eating a sentient fish, I will eat that fish.
Not yet.
I need all the help I can get. These guys also seem... Is this really just a one dude? Like, what happened to this game? I'm certain I normally have more than one enemy. There is one more thing we can do actually for damage. We can charge into pillars that will then break. They will land on the face hole of the zombie man and on me, but that's like collateral damage that we maybe have to live with. So there is like the equivalent of the Cruciball here is that we can add heat, and that will make things harder. So I could have had more enemies or worse bosses or stuff that way. But I opted for nothing extra hard when I'm doing already the dumbest idea I could imagine. I think I'm fairly certain I did deal a hit or 2 in the first run because I had to do that before I could unlock actually moving on. But now we can do dash. Okay, could you spawn? Now we have 2 dudes. Perfect. That's... Now we have 1 dude. They are very effectively aggressive, these guys. Don't seem to be able to dunk him in the flames. Yeah, the charm is... I can think of exactly one... Okay, that's the way we do it. We have to time it, so when he's in the... When he's in the flames... So now we also have options. Athena is like defensive, mostly. We can get more deflect. We can also get... I don't know what Artemis does. She's the bow lady. I think we just do this. Because more deflect is more good. We can maybe get... So the way I've been thinking is... Oh, this is bullet hell, perfect. But I think here charm is super effective because these mages, of which I've seen many so far, not quite this spicy, but whenever I charm them, they tend to instantly die. They also deal in balls. Just on point with the channel, I suppose. So my theory is that the mage is charmed to my side, but her balls are not. So when she fires a ball, she explodes instantly. Nice.
Feelings.
That's at least a good combo. Deflect. That is technically not me dealing damage. We can get a Death Defiance back. Yeah, who knew? If we only get the one enemy that's perfectly set up for me to handle with this stupid build, then it's fine.
That's better.
We only have like another 40 chambers of stuff that are not that thing. Also, speaking is sometimes hard. Because I accidentally spec'd into Swedish before I knew that English was a thing. And now I can't redo my talent, so I'm stuck with this.
More bloodless?
It's not a problem, it's just funny sometimes. These guys are wild, but we have also now multiple guys. 720 damage, so they do infinitely more damage when they are charmed, which is nice. Also backstab, good way to take out your friends. More of them. We can have multiple charm at the same time as well. But one of the things I got lucky with is I found some level ups for the charm thing. It's like 8.5 seconds and we have the gauge is charging automatically, so I can use it often, but not for damage. Only for lies. It's like rolling a game with persuasion 100 and nothing else. All the points in charisma and completely incapable of anything else. I like the idea of trying to catch them midair, but it's just unlikely. Like have him... He's gonna walk around like... You can leap across, I've seen it. And you can hit your friends, I've seen that too. Is that going for me? Like... Getting ridiculous. Okay, good. They both died, perfect. So that's the... Yeah, I think it would be insane to go, like... I exist more in English than Swedish anyway, so like, it's fine. My PC is in English and has been for like 15 years. And I'm an internet person, so... There are about 10 million Swedes, I think. So it's a very narrow target audience. How many of them would like to see stupid builds like this? 5 or so, I don't know. I don't think I've learned more English in games than in school or any of that stuff. And in school they always wanted us to have a British accent because we're in Europe. But if you learn from the internet just random language, I don't even know which words are which, what pronunciation I have, or any. It's just a mix of random stuff. Meanwhile, the charm things, I have not actually been hit in a while. It's good. I say as I charge into the flames. But that is also always the option, like if this is too horrible, I could just step into the sea of flames. And also if you want to learn anything, like you have the infinite in English, and you have very limited options in any other tiny language. We're down to the one dude again. We just go into some flames. I think that's maybe something that got easier with recording my voice as well, because like most people, initially didn't like the sound of my own voice. Now I'm fine with it. An accent I think I did care more about in the past, and like actively worked on getting rid of. Now it's just whatever, as long as the words are vaguely on point. So this is a special encounter. And I think... what boons do I have? Now I actually have a load of stuff that doesn't do much. Because the idea here is that if we had only the things that I actually want...
Someone there?
I think that's a common problem with... I hear this from car makers, like if they have to name a car model and it has to land in like 100 different markets worldwide, it's going to end up meaning ass in one of those languages, guaranteed. Lead and lead. So yeah, we can upgrade 2 boons, or I could get better the next things. I think I'm just gonna gamble on this.
As you wish,
Hope we get things... Those were still good.
Thank you.
We're charging faster and I got 15% dodge. Nice. Not bad for a musical lady. Actually helping me.
Bye.
Later then, yeah?
And we have the shop man. One thing I've forgotten to do is that I can also bribe all these gods and other dudes I meet. I bribed him first for whatever reason. And I'm going to break his entire shop in case of any small sliver of hope of some healing. Buy a power up, sure. I'm thinking maybe this up the dash damage by 6. Wow. Because 9.5 second charm. It's not gonna help me if I have to deal damage some other way. Also Zeus. So all these gods are my uncles and aunts, so we're buying favor from my uncle in the sea to help me where I am in hell. So what do we actually have here? Like, this is also, I mean, interesting things, but I can't use them, so gain random loot, sure.
That's a relief.
So I don't think it's the god of looting in this, like... Keys I don't think I actually need for anything anymore. Another boss, another 2 hours of dodging, potentially.
Bone Hydra, if you understand me,
But I'm trying to think of better rules for next time than just doing 15 damage with the dash.
I'm empty.
We could have done like not allow attacks, because I have like an ability here I can use, for example. That would do, it's capped at 3 as well, so I can do less with that. With this fight, I think there are variations of every boss, so there is a Hydra that will summon adds, and that would have been helpful, but we don't have that one, of course. Well, you will see, if you haven't played this, you will see phase 2 of this is actually a bit more... not good, or whatever I'm doing, but... there's at least a piece of that that will maybe work. And I can try to... I can actually just charm you so you stop, like... 22 damage is already feeling a lot better than 16. Until I get my face deleted. Okay, this is probably the worst Hydra I could have gotten, because there is one that shoots projectiles that go along the ground, which I could have reflected. But this one I can't. So I have nothing that works. Might be very, very boned here. They will be gonna get worse. But this is also a game I think could be fun with crowd control because there's so much we could do. Although it didn't work the way I thought it would work. Maybe I've seen a different tool or something set up in a different way. Because what I thought would happen is that there would be like 3 options on screen and people vote and whatever wins, wins. Instead of just everyone infinitely spawns whatever they want with no cooldown. Which is fine, but we're not gonna get anywhere in any game with that. So it will have to be like different rule sets. Normal, crowd control light, and just crowd hell or whatever you want to call it. Anarchy mode. Okay, now we have phase 2. So what normally happens to a Hydra when you... Here we have actual projectiles, nice. And I can now potentially charm one. With the slight caveat here that it might just attack the main Hydra, which is immune in this phase. Perfect. I mean, I didn't expect these guys to be helpful, but like you could have tried at least. Because they're shooting like... You have so many targets. Why choose the only one that's immune? It's gonna have to be a deflect here as well. Yeah, but it's Peglin moments like that. I mean, that was better than most of the runs I've done, like, in terms of just, like, hilarious stuff going wrong. Although working with the horror ball lately, also been... I mean, I don't know what I expected, but... it's been pretty bad. This is... I need to manage my dashes better. We have 2 by default. So when there's many projectiles, can't just pop all of them back at these nerds. Maybe I have to just walk further than I can do. No, then I'm not gonna hit them. That's not the best. But I mean, most of what I saw in that was the ball spawning, which feels like the boss relic where you get 2 random balls from Haglin. Arguably one of the worst things you could pick. Let's use that times 10. No, I'm not paying attention to the fight either, which is quite standard things really, but okay. We did a thing. Now we have to fight the main Hydra again. With no one to help me. Because you also attack. And just be completely wacky with my big dash damage. That's another thing with challenges. Like, I'm picking games that I'm not particularly good at, and I'm choosing to make it infinitely harder. So like this game I've beaten like a handful of times, and then I've tried runs on higher heat and had a bit of a problem. Still fun though. Hopefully more fun when it goes wrong. Because it's all in the science. Whatever science we do with the Hydra, I don't know. At least, I hope I'm not related to the Hydra. I don't know how that would be possible. Although with Zeus, I wouldn't be surprised if this was also a child of Zeus. Given how he operates. Operates, I should say. So we might be related to and charming yet another family member. And their offspring, or whatever the other heads are. A lot of fire, which again I think I should be able to walk in, but no. That would have been too easy. It's like you're covering the entire battlefield in flames, and then you're just sitting in here. Makes it very hard to hit you. But I guess we use the charm as a stun, sort of. We could maybe science me into a Hydra then, because if I had more heads, I could do twice the amount of stupid things. Then maybe we wouldn't be stuck doing this. Because the thing now is that I'm not even sure if I can beat the game like this. I've not had the best luck with whatever I run into, I think. Okay, next, phase 2. More heads, maybe? More deflect things, at least. I guess I can also try to position so they... Oh, there's too many of them now, I need to just dodge. A lot of... This becomes bullet hell, apparently. See, now this was a useful head. So we can get you to shoot this guy. No? Does it not work when you are in the air like that? So that's unfortunate. I think we need to still... I need to make sure they shoot at each other somehow by just being the bait. Because if they shoot the main Hydra, that's just completely useless. A piece of food. Nice. The big value in that keepsake. I don't even know what they're called. The relic thing, what I could start with. And also just intercept the projectiles, even if they're not aimed at me. I still sort of get them back to you. I think actually the charm does 1 damage. Yes, it does. Perfect. We have upped our potential damage output by a vast amount. That will surely make a difference. And will go down in the annals of history as the thing that saved the run. Okay, the main Hydra actually deleted his heads. Thinking also the Hydra... I don't know how long an average Hydra fight is, but maybe he or she is just bored as well. I don't blame them. If I can time that as well, I don't actually have to burn in Hellfire every time I dash. Because this should now be the last phase, so we just need to do whatever that amount of health is. And not get too greedy, because... Okay, we can't stop you at least. Good to know. Because really the main problem here is greed. Yeah, the other boss was harder for whatever reason. But like I'm too aggressive with my dashes, so I only have 2 of them. So technically we have like free uptime during this. But I don't feel like I'm much of a precision instrument, so getting the dashes timed to avoid hits and do damage might be a bit too spicy. But if we can at least make it out with... Oh, it's just spamming fireballs. Yep. I have to be in here.
Not yet.
Well, we can at least charm she's it nice.
Enjoy your magma bath.
I do have a weapon. I brought a shield. I have to have something.
Thank you.
But I haven't used it. No fishing to be had.
Go on and try.
Hades is angry because we're trying to escape. I don't remember what he wants of me instead.
Should I take the trade?
Well, we could sell some of the things that we don't use. This would have been nice if I had more money. I didn't keep track, but it's slow. It's very slow. Because like any good roguelike game, if you get a nice combo off here, the damage is crazy. Now we are in... I don't know if this is... if we are going through like the Greek layers of hell, but or if this is like the... Is this another part of hell, or is this now... Are we now in the good place? Whatever that will be. So hammer or level up. I think I still have to do this. I have an altar as well. Right, I can change the reward.
Hello, mates.
These are very explosive, speedy, tiny carts. But I can charm them and they can... and maybe also deflect them. And they can blow each other up, hopefully. Nice. This is a good... a good place for the charm. We also have... So there are traps in most levels that will hit both me and the other dudes. So that's always an option, like drag them in here. Kinda hard with these speedier boys though, and also if I go anywhere near you, you will just explode instantly, right? Yeah. And if I'm not paying attention, I'm the one that walks in the trap. You wanna follow me over here, maybe? Nice. This thing, he will respawn if we don't deal with that. Oh great, the balls. Always with the balls. Ball died to the trap, perfect. They just sit there and spawn butterflies forever. It's not the best. Do I have any mobs left to use? No. Because you don't really move much either. I wonder if I can actually... No, they just go back. I was hoping I could deflect this onto the dude, but no. It's gonna have to be another... I don't think I can get you to just walk into your own doom, which is a bit of a shame, although understandable. It's just the infinite pink butterfly balls. Instead, when I see a pink ball, I'm thinking Doctor, something helpful. No.
Have a nice death.
More dash damage. 26. Wow.
Some zest.
Hammer or cash? Also this. Don't think I want to do. We can kill more dudes and get more loot. Just seems like a massive problem to me. I think we just do cash. Because we should be able to find the shop. Don't know if they are guaranteed, but...
Do that.
And here we have also some bow nerds, but we have easier to use traps. Depending on how fast these guys are, but... Because if I can get them to follow me here, I can just activate it and they will explode. They are pretty good at actually dealing with each other, maybe? No. Having them respawn is also sad.
He's trying to respawn.
And again, I need to not watch, I need to kill. Fight your friends for me, not me. Like you got the assignment wrong. Kill anything but me.
Not now.
Might as well look for the food while we wait. Nice. And still I'm just standing there watching. I'm being hit again. No, you don't wanna go in the big booms. How about next time? No? This time? No? Okay, good. The pillar killed him, technically. And that's not even room over. But now we have these guys and... Okay, I think we can deal with the balls by charming the bow guys, hopefully. Like there's an actual strategy involved, sort of. That means that Bowman needs to not die to the butterfly hell. This one can also potentially walk into a trap. Like here. This is the dash damage. We can also, like, we can ruin the entire universe, basically. We can charge through these things. They will land on people and crush them. Me included, though. This is horrible. Butterfly hell. Now we... This trap could still work. I don't know if I can... can I... No, you walk wherever you please. Or float. Horrible butterflies. I mean, I am technically a hell spawn in this, so... Butterflies and anything nice, probably bad things. Okay, this is nice. This is another special thing. I think I can get my lives back. They've been wasted so far.
I ought to have been cast into the meadows of sprawling asphodel, not here.
Statue of someone's feet. Nice.
Transfixed on something that was...
Oh yeah, we can... This guy we can bribe. There you go.
Why would you waste a proper vintage on the likes of me? Questions that are better left unanswered, I would guess.
If this eases your burden even for a little while, then it's in good hands as far as I'm concerned.
We are being nice sometimes.
Say, isn't that the Leafy right nearby? You've been through so much, don't you ever... You could just drink deeply of the river of forgetfulness and be done with, no?
It has been rather tempting, yes. And I have taken sips from time to time. But
So that's 2. No, there's 1 I get back. That is also not bad. That is terrible. Is it worth just getting 1? I think it is still.
Thank you.
So again, we can do a boss, which I think is a problem. Or we can go to the shop with all the cash what we have. Sadly, they are still stuck in the underworld. What is this? I haven't seen this before, but I'm assuming that's a massive problem. We can buy the random bag.
How is hell treating you today?
I mean, that's not gonna matter. Buy me some food. Buy me an upgrade.
That.
Wow, 29. It's getting worse though for every upgrade we do. Could also do 9.5 second charm, because next we have a dual boss. Yeah, I don't know who's the chef. Probably this guy. Or if he's just a salesman. He was also, for reasons I still don't know. But I only remembered I had the bribes when I came to this dude. So instead of bribing the gods, what would actually give me useful things, I bribed the silent salesman.
I'm out.
Okay, this is also... Okay, that was... I did not expect projectiles out of a sword man, but... Okay. Because here's also like these stabby traps are quite nice. But I need to time getting this guy into them. Again, the pillar maybe? No?
What?
So we get all the leftovers from McDonald's and whatever else. I mean, we are in hell, so I guess we need to be punished by whatever means necessary. Okay, so this guy is now also the last survivor. Might be hard to get you to move. So the problem with him now is that he also has armor, so... Okay, can I charm you here? No. If he just stayed still, that would have been perfect. I can go look for some, like, moldy fries in the corner meanwhile. I think I've already... No, not all of them, but most of the urns. Oh yeah, isn't there like a cheeseburger that's 50 years old or whatever and still in perfect condition? I know there's been some science with that at the very least. All I want is to get you impaled on this statue. Kind of. Now we charge into the floating eyeball of doom. We get one more dude to spawn. Hopefully... Is that a chariot somewhere? Is it only one dude again? Like, this is weird. So I don't know what the average time of a run is, but I'm still thinking the game knows that I'm on like 4 times slower pace. The reverse of a speed run.
I can't.
What's the slowest way we could play and still beat the game? Do some dashing. Okay, there's some good aimbotting on that. Charm arrow at the very least. It's impossible to miss, which is perfect. That's the kind of stuff I need. I feel like I'm trolling myself, like I did this. It's 100% my decision. I don't know how common that is, but I feel like I have too much patience. Like, I just don't care. It takes 1,000 years. It needs to be tested. So now they, like, these are two fighty dudes, like the chariot spear guy, but they are still not fighting much as I would have hoped. Perfect. Not perfect. Quite dangerous, the big ones. Turns out. I'm gonna have any more luck with Bowman. And the other Bowman. I literally just got my lives back, so I would like to keep them for a while. We have a boss realistically soon, and I think I'm going to need them.
That was regenerating.
But that's 1500 damage on this chariot man. Or whatever they are. I don't know if they have genders. And I think you are also way too fast to... Like, I can get you to run into a wall. The traps. Maybe, actually. Yeah, it's taking all the damage. This is more max health, that's not bad. We can do a boss, so we can... We also have a...
Should I take the trade?
Not a shop, a sell. Right. Would have wanted more good things. Not get rid of the things I have. But we have one of these charges where I can re-roll a chamber. Let's do the boss one. Or is that gonna roll into another boss? Let's not do that.
Time for a change.
Now the game is trolling me. Perfect. How am I always making the worst decisions? Let's not do the boss. Okay, this is not what I thought it was, at least. I was expecting a big angry bull man. Instead we have dudes with shields that instantly killed both of them. Okay, a good choice was maybe made. Sort of.
Damn it, one's come back.
Like, look at the damage on that guy. You're not expecting the tank to just one-shot all his friends. And now what? Right, because you block, of course you do. Surprise. I can also block. This is now the duel of the centuries. Block versus block. But we have a good line of traps here. And you also have projectiles. No. Okay, that did something at the very least. I need to bait him in and get him to turn around. And meanwhile I'm just taking all the hits. I think it does give us stats. I don't know if it will give me... Okay, I might need to beat the run to get the stats. I'm not certain that will happen. Because we have a boss soon, and then one whole entire other layer of hell. With probably another boss as well. Now there's more of you, you can at least fight. Sort of. I'm gonna try to be more careful and not take any more damage if I can. But like actually just run. I like the shield dudes, they are the one I expected to be the least aggressive is the most aggressive. Yes, show him the eye. And they still let him respawn. It's slower at least here. But it's also, what am I, an hour and a half in? Focus is a thing. And all these guys are also... Because I'm not killing the eyeballs, they respawn, so we have to fight them twice. Oh, well, they have to fight each other twice.
No.
Or is it more than twice? I think they are only supposed to be able to come back once. But I don't know what happens if I don't kill them. Maybe things are different. But I think this guy I'm definitely not related to, so charming is suddenly fine. Okay, is this the last of this room? Yes, it is.
Nearly got me.
Wow. In currency. These rewards are not good enough. Rats. I have no options. Nice. The tiny explosive dudes. So that one is still chasing me, but it also needs precision, because if I don't time the dash, I just explode. I think having the deflect actually helps here also. I can just run. They have the wheels, but I'm faster apparently. I'm also not sure if you can make them run into walls or stuff like that. There has to be, well, it doesn't have to be, but it would be nice if there were more ways to deal with them. I'm just running and charming, hoping for the best. They do seem to explode eventually. Yes. So you just do nothing is the answer? Maybe. Hello? Okay. I like problems that solve themselves. Sadly, most of the problems I make for myself do not solve themselves. I have to make the problem and fix it. Generally, while finding like 50 other problems along the way. It's the test of stamina now. But humans are supposed to be good at running, right? Good slapping. Very good slapping. Nothing else for it. I don't think we have any super helpful traps here either. The forever charm, like it's a very brutal way to handle them. Like it's death by 1,000 cuts while being stun locked. It's probably the most frustrating way to die. And you're also beaten by the guy who doesn't attack.
Looks like a good batch.
125 cash is not really a... Could do hammer for him. Like, the hammers are interesting, but if I can't use them... No point, really.
Long spears.
It's a good trap, potentially. I mean, if timed. But these guys also like to fight.
Not now.
This is actually going well. We need more dukes, not less. In the trap at least. Are you playing anything other than Peglin at the moment? Because I found going back to it now, I'm terrible. No surprise. But it's just playing 3 games at the same time. Suddenly brain can't operate. Oh, right now we have shield dudes as well. So they will make the crystal things will make everything invulnerable for a time. It's going to be a massive problem.
I'm out. Regenerating.
Better use of traps, or at least.
That one's come back.
I wonder if they also did... Oh, those are already dead. Nice. Actually helpful things. Okay, that's an actual combo. Charm them in the traps.
Vast riches.
So I have my lives, but I'm basically dead this time around. But that's a shop, I think. Or that kind of... Right, we have both shops. Maybe that's the big brain play.
What's in here?
Damage reduction or something would have been nice. I don't have any of that. I could also spawn in literally any boon. But these are not the best options, I think.
Just what I need.
Because this guy will give me like... offensive things as far as I know. So maybe we just save. We now have the boss, and this is the one boss where Charm could be good. I'm a Hell Siren, that's some nice new lore. But the funny thing here is that it's not even my charm. Like, I was given the charm by one of my aunts. I borrowed it. I don't know what she gave me, but it's working reasonably well. And here it should be perfect, because those are 2 dudes.
I'm empty.
One speedy guy and one other dude. Still need to get them to be on top of each other though. I'm not really sure how to manage them. Okay, this is looking... It was looking better for 5 seconds. Could just sit here maybe. And maybe like alternate who we charm and see if that helps. Oh, I can actually just stop his charge ability as well, it's very nice. We have to block him with a wall otherwise. Like the other guy is not doing much. So the bigger problem here is that if I don't get them low evenly, we will still have to just charge or dash one dude for 1,000 years.
Well, fiend, are you yet fearful for the inevitable end to your foul quest?
Hit your friend. It's not a hard task. It's just AFK instead, like... You're gonna do better? No. They're not... Yeah, that's the... So the dude has taken some damage, at least I can see on the health bar. But I might have to also be in the area for... like, to force some action. Just then... so much more dangerous.
Such a spectacle, is it not?
Okay, so he did target the ball, but I'm not certain if that is... if it runs out before the hit lands, it seems like it did nothing.
Well, Hellspawn, not ready to admit defeat
That was
yet?
320 damage, nice.
I can't.
32, like that's on par with my dash, that's...
Too slow.
Yeah, I think they have combo attacks as well, where he's more mobile, but... not gonna happen if they're not on the same team. It makes sense if the bull is more aggressive anyway, so... But he can also block, which is going to be a problem. Also, I have not learned the timing. Feels like something I do need to know.
Can't do that.
You hit me with the spear, but you missed the ball. Come on. And he's also the bigger target, so I think he's the one I'm gonna hit more.
You have achieved was merely handed you.
Although it doesn't really matter who I hit. They're like the same chance that they attack the other one. Feels like being near them helps, but then I need to also dodge, which is not happening. And we will need to have also Duel of the Century with the Bullman, if we survive that long. Also, I can't just hang out next to them and hope it's safe. Because these guys also have god powers, I think. Don't know when that kicks in. But things will get worse. Although I'm my own worst enemy. No, I don't really know how I can get more damage on. I can position so that he puts the spear into.
Not now.
Then maybe. Don't seem to have worked very well.
Shall take more than that.
Not yet.
Some slapping happening in that corner at least.
All you wish. My blessed spear shall find you anyway. Bullhorn!
Maybe the 1 damage charm arrow will be the real winner here. don't think I want to make more attempts at this though. It's too slow.
I'm empty.
I don't think you can... He can't spear the bull unless I charm one of them, so... It needs timing and precision. I missed that one anyway. I don't really know what he adds to this. He's just missing. And now he's... This is bad. Hopefully this is not permanent. Because now they really need to fight each other because I don't have time to do that as well. But it's his god ability, right? So we can maybe get... I don't know if that will hit the Minotaur as well, but if so, we actually have some kind of strategy, maybe. I got hangover.
Oh, blast.
Stubborn fool.
But yeah, this seems to just not end. Don't know what that red thing around me is, if I've had that before.
I can't.
That's too much stuff to keep track of.
Not yet.
I swear I'll get you yet.
But I still haven't seen if they get debuffed for being charmed in the hangover stuff. Should be like a purple bubbly effect around them.
We owe everything to our audience.
Don't do that.
Come fight me in the open, fiend, or are you quite afraid?
Coming from him, just standing behind the pillar most of the time. Like,
I'm empty.
I mean, I guess he can accuse me of not being very fighty. That's kind of true. I have to squeeze in the... Okay, so there is now a hangover effect on the bull, so maybe that works, because I definitely don't have one of them. So we can use their own god powers against them. That's nice. That's a nice touch. These are the kind of things that we need to... Like, this is what the science is for. 'Cause that's just interesting. I can also maybe deflect the spear better. I definitely can. But I've been so bad at dodging it that I don't want to gamble. It's like, I think I've taken more of those than I've dodged.
Don't do that.
But this is still not looking very good.
Not now.
Dodge everything. Give him the spear. Alright. We can AoE through the pillars. That's also nowhere is safe. That also goes through apparently. That cost me another life. I'm not sure how many we can get back after this either. But, I mean, this is where I need them, I suppose. So. It's so slow. Like the first boss suddenly seemed fine. Get you onto the pillars or onto your friend. Just anywhere not on top of me is fine. I'm also just gonna hit the ball most of the time because he's the one chasing me, so it's gonna have to be him. Maybe we shouldn't bully him so much though if we need him.
I can't. I'm empty.
One of these days. Maybe it's more in the timing, like just get them when they are on top of each other. That seems to help, because he's still going to chase me even if he has 2 targets.
Stand and fight and quit it with your writhing there, Hellspawn.
Like here is good. The big spicy AoE. But he's almost down. So either way we know that this is possible, it's just also very hard. And I don't mind a failed experiment, but... Yeah, that's one. Now we have a problem though, because...
You're next.
First of all, I think he is now, like... in some super mode. Extra angry. Because he killed his own friend. Huh. At least we have that going for us. It's like the mental game, I'm winning that one. Or should I just let you leap because you have projectiles now? No? I think those are still very hard to hit. And now he has a... Did you get a god power as well? Doesn't seem fair. I only have one. But this is also where we could have had... Like, we could alter the rules for this kind of stuff. Where it would be fine to just fight him normally to save an hour or 2. Now it's just charming and dashing. It's the recipe. It's hard work.
Don't do that.
Like a... such a small hit on his HP bar. I also don't actually know how deflect works if I like... If I can time this better and do bigger damage to him, or if it's just a matter of avoiding the hit. No, best it just hits me in the face. We can at least stop him, like we have crowd control. That part is going well. I don't know if I can also use the pillars for damage. Like, there's actually people in this one. Worst place to be. Don't move without dodging is maybe also a strat. Always be avoiding. But this is doable. I wish he would take some more damage from hitting the pillar, so that would have helped. Is this 34? Yeah, and then
It's my last chance.
I have to be 100% focused as well, and I never am. It doesn't happen. This is no margin.
Not now.
Right, so don't get greedy. Wow.
That'll show them.
That's 2 hours into the run. We get a tiny heal. And a tiny shop.
Beats dying.
I think we just get that.
I can do this again.
Because I know there is a different shop here. Ah. It's not a fast fight. I haven't timed them, but...
The Temple of Sticks.
So this is like a special...
That's a lot of coin.
I mean, it's the end area, I suppose. But the shop works different here as well, so maybe I should have saved more cash. But I figured I just buy the thing that I know will help. Because here we have a big loot bag. I guess we can buy max health on the upgrade, maybe. Now we have a dog. Or 3 dogs, depending on how you want to look at it. And we have these things. I don't want to do the boss if I can avoid it. Or maybe the boss is good here because... This is interesting because the traps here are amazing, so... We can maybe just get by with the traps. No trap in this room, turns out. Deflecting it is. These ranged guys, we get to send the projectile back. But they also decided to add a new mechanic here, so you get poisoned and you have to drink this
No thanks.
whatever bath water that happens to be. I don't know what's worse. Like a Spriggan or whatever that kind of thing is called.
I'm empty.
But these are great, like the saw blades, they will just delete most of the room for me. More of those rooms where I don't have to do anything.
I can't.
Medusa heads. have a wall to hide behind at least. Yeah, they can do a big nuke. But I don't know, like... Can I deflect the laser? I don't think I can. Safer to use Charm You. Maybe less fun, but... Now we just want to end it. If I end... or something else ends, less relevant. These things also like... Like, I'm not sure we have things that we can deflect as much, so it's just... Or charm, rather. Because they are still immune to their own bombs, unless I ping it back at them. Quicker rooms, at least. Okay, saw blades, perfect. Can work with that. Well. You just need to find the good positioning where they get hit and I don't. Oh, that's the teleport back. I need you to move a little bit this way, preferably. And also try this. No, I just go straight back. A deflect slap it is, I suppose. It's harder to get those guys to move. It's like we have the perfect way to kill them, but can't use it. And there's still more of them. The rats, they can go in the blades, at least that's nice. And I shoot the guy. So where are the... Didn't actually look, of course it's here. Like. Very nice place to put the poison removal. And these guys are positioned so they can't even hit each other. Maybe... No, the blade is not gonna go there either. Surely you will be in trap range soon. Poison as well. It's very nasty area. Also new spicy stuff. And that was not the place. So we have a chance to find the thing we need in all these rooms now, but we don't know which one.
Down those passageways.
I can just buy this because I don't know what else I would use. The rats just insta-die, even to the 1 damage charm. Now we have the bomb boy. No sneaky bars. I need all the urns so I can find as well for potential health.
I'm empty.
Good soul blades. More of those. So they will not move at all by the looks of things. Or barely. Nice. No, if I get lucky, I only have to do one, but we also get rewards for all of them, so it can be good to do more for more loot. Or you just do one for speed if you get lucky. Be careful with poison. I don't think I can afford anything now. As far as health goes. Big poisonous chunky rats as well. And there's a world between them, so I can't get them to fight. We can stay with the rat that is least problematic, at least. This is so slow, like, I need a better way to handle this than charm only. I might also use P. We do this challenge once and never again. I hit hard as well. Didn't have to find out, but here we are. They could, but they are lazy. Yes, I can stop some of the poison at least with the charm. That's good. Just tackle a guy 7 million times. He's going to fall over eventually. No, it will be. The idea is that I have to have a VOD to go with it, because else there's no proof. Okay, these guys can maybe... they can fight, nice. And I can deflect. Well, I can deflect better, preferably. You just also hide behind the guy that's on my team. I think he deleted his friend now. Because it's like, this is... I'm over 2 hours now recording. Not... It's hard not to cut it down to just the interesting parts. That's a big trap that I could have seen coming. This guy is better not to charm, it turns out. Either just have him poison himself, or get him into one of the big blades. I can actually level up the charm duration. It's 8.5 seconds now. And every one of those, whichever item is the upgrade, will add a second or something like that. Where do I go? Okay. That's the one that activates the blades, but this Medusa is one step away from the blade. Just unfortunate. Slap, slap.
Why, thank you.
It's also not this room. Wait.
Little Hades, it appears that you are moving right along. Almost at an uncanny pace.
Uncanny
I
pace.
wonder how you got to be so fast.
Yes. Ah. None of this matters. Do I have a choice? No. Oh, I can do that.
That's a lot of coin.
But this might also be a game that's more fun with normal runs and just see what builds you can get. Because that's what I'm thinking with Peglin as well.
Enough of this place.
Unless there's a good way to research seeds, so we can like find things along the way. Just starting with everything and changing nothing. Maybe not the most interesting way to play it. But this is an upgrade thing, but it has a boss. I think we just try.
Let's see what's in here.
So these rats are like just insta-dead.
That's better.
But I'm thinking both Peglin and this could be excellent crowd control things. I think I'm just gonna buy that when I am a little bit more used to streaming.
Poison cure.
But the hardest thing with streaming now is the time slots, because YouTube stats tells me that most viewers are in North or South America, so there's a big time difference, like in the range of 6 to 9 hours. It's gonna have to be weekends, probably. Unless one day I make enough money from this that I can stop working, then I can... whatever time is fine. This is pretty good. For only 25 bucks. Fine.
Then.
Yeah, more announcements is more good. Goblin logic, sometimes on point. But I haven't posted, like I posted once that I'm gonna start streaming. And then when I post the actual stream, I don't know how visible that is to people. Yeah, I think I've only done that once, so that would be a big brain play. Alright, so I'm gonna be 12 hours late approving them again. I don't even have Discord open currently.
No satyrs.
So this is what we wanted. A big bag
Something for Cerberus.
of goblin boys. So there's like 11.5 seconds. It's gonna do maybe more than the 5 damage. But now we can go... We also get a full heal, which is very nice. Not a full heal. I've been scammed. We have 353 bucks.
One satyr sack coming right up.
So I don't think there's any point doing those, because it's unlikely that it will help. And I don't know exactly the boons everyone has, but let's just get the level up. 13.5 second charm. At least a nice stat. And then we have 1 life. We feed the dog.
Bearing Cerberus directs all 3 of its attentions toward the Satan.
It's a bag of satyrs. Everything we slayed in there. And now we get to leave. The slowest run of all time.
I'll just keep coming back.
The world beyond my realm is not for you. You're going home.
We now have the same problem as we had with the first boss. This is my dad. And he does not want me to move out. Why, I don't know. That seems very backwards of what...
Can't do that.
So big. I don't know, again, this... I know that these can hit me, but I don't know if that's a debuff I need to do something to remove, or if it's just... It's also laggy for whatever reason. This has never happened before. I haven't streamed this game before.
I'm empty.
But with only... If Hermes could have given me one more dash, for example, I would have had a bit more margin to work with. Alright, they shoot the green waves, right, I remember. The big 26 damage. Done 1% of his health, maybe? But I think we have the possibility, at least, of more monsters. Not if I take hits like that. Then it's over very soon. Have to be extremely careful. Fighting your family and everything else. That didn't even hit him, it just went... Okay. But they explode in... No, not that one. That was just an angry skull. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Don't think I'm prepared for this guy. This big AoEs. When I have to be directly in his face. And the things he throws, I cannot deflect for damage. So they're just in the way. Yeah, and I can do like one dash and then I have to leave. I guess it's the... Not even that is good enough. Okay, this... Maybe this is the end. It's a very long charm, but it doesn't really help, sadly.
Not yet.
More running. Like, he has a better dash than I do as well. Everything is against me. Beat your dad with his own balls. That's also slightly problematic. But maybe better than charming him, I don't know. We are out of good options. It's quite a long way back. We fought the entire family. And whatever else happened to be in our hellhome. Yeah, that was good dodging at least. Yep. Big range.
Death is inescapable.
I don't have any form of healing.
Can't do that.
Oh, I don't have anything except the awful charm ability. That's the whole thing. I remember.
I'm empty.
Okay, that's the... Seems to be the worst one.
Not now.
Really, the worst problem is in stuff like this is always greed. Like, I stay in too long because I want to speed it up. But it only leads to pain. At least we can just leave him and wait for the rings, so I don't have to dodge 50 things. I see you, sort of. Yeah, we can miss the charm when there's no target, but...
Not yet.
I'm also wondering if I need to use the charm more like to stop his attacks instead of
Quit it with this, father.
trying to be offensive. I think my existence is offensive to this guy anyway.
I can't.
Okay, you can outrange the rings also, didn't know that.
Can't do that.
What a stupid goal. Charming your dad, try to leave hell. Well, I guess it makes sense that you would want to leave hell.
Not yet. I can't.
I think we missed a lot of things somewhere. We missed every other boon I could have taken to make this so much easier. Because that was the big spin attack, which I now think I stopped. But how far... Because this guy... There are other phases to this. Don't know how far we need to go until that becomes relevant. And if we can find something to charm, for example. From that thing. Yep. It's not one thing, it's the other. Now we need to leave for that.
I'm out.
But we know that this is doable at least. It's just dumb, but I expected that. This was out of all the ideas I had, this was the worst one. So naturally that was my first choice.
I'm empty.
It's always I'm the problem. There's literally nothing else that's even remotely problematic, just me. Almost not gonna say annoying, but like this is clearly doable. But I have so little margin to work with now.
Not now. I'm out.
It's a crazy feat, but it's also it's easy to do the things that no one else has the patience for. I'm not gonna have much competition, I don't think. This, yeah. Well, I have basically one hit left in me now. It needs to be better positioning as well, just to dodge several things at once.
I'm empty.
Okay, now, different pace. Other dudes. Already been hit. Okay, now we have the potential to do damage at least. Oh well, they do. But I think there's a clear winner here. I don't think he's gonna lose to some like bow nerds from Elysium. 1400 damage. But he is at least fighting them, and they drop health. There's a chance. And they respawn. Can we just farm this guy? That would be something. I think there's a 15% chance they drop that. Because of the item I bought. Because if he can infinitely respawn, and I can actually dodge. It's gonna be hard. Yep. No more health that time. But he is coming back.
Not yet.
Can't do that.
He's fully recovered.
Yep, there we go.
Keep trying vainly as often as you like.
It is possible, but it took 2.5 hours only to fall in the end.
How am I going to beat him?
Well, we would beat him if we did stuff and things. So I think we can get stats in here, because you don't get the stats naturally or whatever.
Just thought I'd say hello.
Slain by Redacted. 126 minutes. But I've done 40 runs apparently. But the other ones are like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 90, that's the long one. I have made an attempt at this. But say it's like half an hour, 40 minutes normally.
Well, back to it.
That's terrible. But at least it's done. Honestly, that's the good news. We don't have to do that again. For a while, at the very least. We got some of this. What is this? Or we can buy more of that. That's not bad. But I think I'd rather just invest in the boons.
My power grows.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Could also be like, I mean, I could alter the rules to literally anything. I could give myself a dash damage ability that's better than 25 damage or whatever. Let's also just try a normal Peglin thing, maybe. Because that should not take 1,000 years. I'm not doing stupid science here as well. But I haven't done higher than 14, I think, since I started this again. I'm not gonna do you. We need something easier. 14. 17. 15. Maybe we just do the baller then. I like that if we find the reorganizer, but I'm gonna do bombs. So here I've done horribles lately. And whatever the actual challenge was. Self-damage, yes, that's the one. Also a fantastic concept, like hilariously amazing. Very spicy. I guess that's why I wanted to do it. It's just... it's a fun trade-off. You slap yourself in the face, but in doing so, you also become more powerful. There is actually a bomb here that I can get. And do the refreshes early, that's one of the things I have maybe learned. Start digging toward them instantly. Okay, not bad. Should have just used the terrible. Surprise. But a critical rock is all we need. Bam. That's a very spicy pick. Okay, but it scales for me and not for them. Fine. That is also something I have not done. Left, maybe. I mean right. The other left. I was gonna go for the chest, but no. Do we want to buff all of these bad boys instantly though? Maybe we do. I mean, there's enough bombs here that surely it's fine. The gods are on my side. I've sacrificed enough horribles. So now be given some slack. So this is one I found. So I've done a couple of custom runs, but in the normal runs I find loads of self-damage balls, but not the bully ball. So like, I don't have any use really for the self-damage balls other than just their normal effect. But it's actually good to start with this, right? Because there's less enemies on the screen. So I'm not boosting everyone. That's not the best setup down there because I want the bombs. But the refresh is in there also. This is fine though. Very good relic choice at the start. Greed for cash. More money is more good and all that. Then we get the bombs. That's also nice, but we have no bulwark. Really. How about invest in that one ball and then we go the opposite way of what I intended. Not surprised. Do I want 3 rocks? No. Do I want to shop with 22 bucks? No, because we can't afford. Could buy a ball for 10 bucks maybe. We should have taken the 3 rocks. Eat one of my rocks instead. Fantastic luck so far. So these runs are also fun where just everything goes wrong. Sure, give me some lightning. Level 1. I'm sure that can actually... It's a very spicy end, but we can get double chest and boss. That's not bad. Okay, maybe we've done the worst of the forest. A forge. Fine. Also makes navigation harder. I still don't know why this game is not more known, like... I know there are other Peggle games. I've never played one. But it's a very unique roguelike. What I can tell, at least. With so many builds and... We don't want to crit now. But I want the bomb. I think we just... sacrifice the terror ball. It's too small, never mind. And this is not powerful enough to get the... We have the damage at least. Okay, so far that ball is perfect. Now we have the bully ball, of course we do. Things never go as planned. I'm not surprised. I think I'm just gonna invest in this because I only have 1 refresh. I would like more. But with that we can we are more likely to hit a refresh with the lightning ball than with a normal ball. The bull ball. What is that supposed to be a word pun on Bolestra? I think I can figure most of them out, but that one does not make sense to me. A rock or a sphere? I think we're sacrificing the rock on the crit and then we can blast afterwards, hopefully. No, because now I need to refresh. This is what I brought the lightning for, but just gonna have to waste it, sadly. and get slapped horribly. Okay, not the worst run ever. I think we should heal. We had some big hits, so Echo is surely fine. Flames. I mean, I have to go in the flames at least once. It is tradition. Wait, can I also do this? Now, can I change, like... I don't even know how I changed the game on the stream. I have to do YouTube things for that. This is also... Is it gonna be the terrible? Yes. I wanna see if this works. Live control room. It's now Peglin with the same title. Bam. Okay, let's just pick up the Terror Ball. I really like doing all balls, but it's a rock. This could have been a fantastic... whatever it's called. The Orbalisk thing. Because there's been so many opportunities for more rocks. But this is a fairly generous boss as well. I think we get... There's like a bunch of bombs and stuff that come back. I have made him quite beefy though. Problem with the bombs though, they are nice and shiny, but refresh is always more important. Okay, we cannot skip this. We can continue to target that guy. It's a pretty big lightning ball, honestly. Why can I not see the stats on my ball? What happened? Didn't even hit the crit. That can I just expect it always. This is not that big of a ball. I don't know if I want to boost him. Can I do 84 damage? Is the rock actually better? It's the same. Let's just not boost him in case. Get the aim just right. No. Yes. Suddenly we might be dead. Get the bomb maybe? No. And no shields. That's a bit sad. We could have made that. You can't not take more refreshes. More refreshes is more good. Every goblin knows that. And we start over in the forest. The same slime bags, the same goblin boy. Refresh all the time. I have seen worse starts. But now I need to imagine a better ball. I still liked that ball. It was interesting. Would play again. I don't think we can get the bomb now though, that's kind of impossible with the double refresh on top. But we can get some cash. Or miss the whole map. What did I say about refreshes 4 seconds ago? Nice. Surely this is terrible. Because it's not that big of a multi-ball. Pierce. Pierce is nice. multi-ball is also nice though. I don't know how many multi-ball options this guy has. Not many, I think. Okay, I need to work on my ballmanship. I'm not hitting anywhere near enough pegs. Yeah, but it could also be, I mean, it could also just be that they are useless balls. Send them to a goblin scientist to find out. But it could also be that they work well with, because there are a couple of effects that will add those things and gain ball work based on the shields. But it just seems like a hassle as well. Because there's still a problem dealing with those things. Just more refresh all the time. Hopefully a bomb. Still need to get slapped, but not that hard. Okay, good start. Volleyball. I mean, always when you don't need them. That seems worse than other Pierce balls. Maybe it has more damage to compensate or something. Because since you need to hit the crit. I only have one. No, still pierce the pig. Right, let's just go here. Not bad. I would like some bombs though. I like to think that in a low Crucible you can at least do whatever you want, but all balls are not created equal. I'm hoping one of these days, missed the whole map, good. One of these days we find some like goblin god lore and we learn about ball creation. In the beginning there were no balls, only goblins. That's a lot of hits. Can I ping into these? Because that's a nice bomb stack that would really save me. But one at a time is also, yeah. But the good news is that I welcome death. I don't mind. Now do this and we can actually pierce into the bomb. Sadly don't get a double tap on the bomb, but you probably know more about that than me, because I have never really paid attention to which early maps are bad. Boldor, that's a thing I haven't seen in a million years. Sure. And I'm guessing also now we have double pierce balls. Okay. Don't pierce your balls, but have balls that do piercing, that is fine. Spider bats. This is a map I don't understand, I suppose is the right word. Because we need to get the ball to stay inside a couple of pegs and not just flop out instantly. Like, I understand the theory, but how do we play it? What happened to the bombs? I'm having graphical glitches that I've never had before. Okay, Boldrobe, you cannot do much here, but you can maybe hit the bomb. I could also, like, not play on 3 times speed, but yeah, that was not so bad, honestly. And I think I should just go haggling and get rid of a ball. Or is it 35 now? If so, I have ruined everything. It's 30, perfect. There's the sword in a ball. Many reorganizers. It's a very strong ball. These dudes. Okay, can we refresh and get just a good boulder being in here? This is like the perfect Well, not necessarily, but we can hope that we get a decent hit. We did not. Which is my fault. Not gonna blame Boldorp for that. He's the tool, or maybe I'm the tool. This is a Giga Crit Ball. We are not really the most crit design person. Haglin is all over this map. Invest in Boldorp. Why do I look at the map when I don't actually look at the map? This aim thing is also just worse. Okay, we got a lot of loot. That's a fantastic item. It also created a lot of problems with self-damage. Why, I still don't understand. Okay, Boldorp. Big old boy. I think that aim is just lying. No, he could actually make the jump. But not enough to get the crit. Okay, fine. Or back in the day, Pepperidge Farm remembers when you could not buy balls. I don't think I remember that either. I have seen videos of this game before there were coins, so I remember that part. Maybe that's the same thing. With no currency you can't buy balls. That is spicy if you could only... 4-8. 4-8. They are the same. So like you need to get lucky enough to even be allowed to invest in the balls that you have that might even be not even be good in the first place. So do we want to do the loop? Can I even get the crit from here? I don't think so. But I want to start digging towards some kind of bomb. That didn't help at all. So this is maybe not even a good way to play it. Just try for the bombs, but there's so many shots to get the bombs. Like there's really no point. Just like and then just a big old Boldorp. Get the refresh preferably. Don't think that's possible. Bit more worth aim here. Let's go to the side. We get one of them at least. Well, the bomb would have maybe been better. Should I heal? Yes. Will I heal? Also yes. Let's make one good decision. I have no bulwarks, so I'm not safe from the flames. Forge again. Fine. Not the worst item in the world. Okay, good. We have, since we have piercing balls, we now don't have the biggest problem here of just the dudes tanking for him. So are bigger balls better at dealing with vines, or are they just getting stuck in vines even more? Never quite figured that one out. Should really refresh though. And get stuck in the vines. Surprise. And the ice ball also surprisingly good here, since we can just go through one peg and basically guarantee a vine hit. I used the forge for self-damage recently, so I just slammed my face into the forge as many times as I could afford. So like upgrading on the spot instead of taking the relic. A big ball in the vines, a sad sight. I think now we just go wherever with this. This is gonna be in the vine anyway, surprise. So once you reach critical vine velocity here, things are bad. It's also a very hard map to aim on, so like I don't know how I ever clear these. There we go. Would also very much like a refresh. So there we go. Nope, just more vines. Boulder, save me. And actually, we can free Boulder here though. But still, I'm not doing any damage with this, so probably game over again. Greetings, new person. We're trying some Peglin, it's going horribly wrong. Too many vines. I think I'm dead here, whatever I do, really. Unless we get the most glorious vine pop. Oh yeah, the sash. Nice. I still think we have to do the vines. Bomb would have been nice. So there is a chance. It's not a good one, but there is a chance. I think I'm still gonna just do this and see if we can get over to the refresh. No. Refresh. Should be more pegs hit, and if we don't get the damage, we did anyway, so... Yep. Ah. Bad time to join. Or maybe a good time to join, because it's more fun when things go wrong anyway. I need to relearn Peglin anyway. Specifically Cruciball stuff. Like 17 is a bit spicy. 14 is as well, 15. So you need an actual build to survive these. So this is gonna be the last one because I need to go to bed. These are all good. I'm gonna try this because the Reorbanizer is around a lot. And it's a fantastic ball. Although it's really only fantastic if we can combine it with the other relic. So maybe that's not gonna happen, we'll see. It's nice to have a plan. Try to force something. It's never gonna happen, but worth a try while we handle some slime bags. Should have also saved the bombs, it turns out, because we can get all of these dudes in one go. That we have to fight them like some kind of ball-wielding knight. At least the bulwark means no damage this early on. Should we get this? It's also just a fun ball. And I don't want to just greed, pick up nothing, and die horribly. So bouncy ball it is. Big and pink. Fireballs. Not today. We just had some runs where I had 4 fireballs, I think. They did nothing useful. More bouncy ball. This is pretty good as well. It's also, this ball is inventing new lore because there's a hand from the skies and a lightning bolt slapping a dude. Do I want to sacrifice the soul of another Peglin to boost one of my balls? Yes. More bounce. Perfect. Sadly, we still mostly have rocks. I guess that's just the way things go. We have all these fun balls, but we have to manage the rocks to be allowed to use them. I also don't know what's the best way to get the bombs here reliably, but They would be helpful. Blind luck. We have the reorganizer. Nice. There's a potential combo with some extra balls on the side that do nothing. So how's chat doing? I know the one guy, the resident Peglin expert. So I don't know how many people actually play this game. It's a fantastic game. But I don't know how well known it is. Compared to things like, I don't know, Slay the Spire or Hades or those kind of games that are also cool. But you can't play a goblin boy wielding balls as weapons. That is... Do I want the refresh? I guess I do. It's like I want the bomb as well, but you can't have it all. But now we can try the god ball. So within that ball, it's like a Pokeball, but we have a goblin Zeus in there. Visiting from the heavens to smite a bat. Actually helpful. Very nice. Focus the bats. Get me some more bombs. There we're getting all the refreshes. Like the value in the ability to pop bombs in one hit is crazy. At least when we don't have any other big piercing balls. I think we just do bouncy ball instead. Self-damage is spicy after all. So I want to do the boss. I don't think it's smart to do the boss. Maybe with such powerful balls, we will be fine. These guys. So taming the rub orb. It's also a very cool ball, but I would have liked a crit. It's not possible to tame that guy and he goes wherever he pleases. As do the rocks, apparently. For a game mostly about aiming, I'm not very good at it most of the time. Okay, we have the big ball at least. Quite a big hit, but also, in turn, almost killing that guy. Not bad. We can impale him and his friend with the same spherical spear. I also don't know how the weapons work in this. To me, they just look like there's a glass ball and you have a spear or a sword inside it. And however that deals damage to people's faces, I will never know. Also things we don't need to know. I like to question everything. A hammer. Also pretty good ball, but now I am going to heal. And just... I mean, the damage is pretty good on that as well, but I'm gonna go all in on this. This could be good, but I like this. Because that also combos with this and the reorganizer. Which we might not find. But we have the pieces of a combo, so I'm still gonna go for it. You can never really force a combo in a normal run, but it's a nice goal. We just need some blind luck. An egg. It's not really gonna help that much, but... Like, realistically, I will not have much money for haggling anyway, so let's just go. Big balls into the boss. Wow, healing. It doesn't work on that screen. Why? That not navigating? I mean, this is a problem, but it's gonna have to be this. Free upgrade. Do I want this ball now? I don't think I do. Would have still been nice to just delete the guy, but... Just dig for the bombs. They are very hard to hit on this map. But they are also super strong if we get them. So we don't have to just individually target every dude. Egg, how about no? Yeah, I mean, someone has balanced this somehow. Rub Orb is amazing. So now, of course, I would like the refresh, and I should have gone for it sooner, but now that we can also get the bomb, maybe that's worth. It's gonna be a problem. Now we need to dig for this as well. We could do with the egg. Could also just reorganize. Or not. That means I'm dead. Yep, super dead. But we shot that guy very hard at least. Let's just go out with the bang. Death by ball. I think the delay is pretty bad looking at the stream. But that went better than I thought, at least. I'm still kind of just practicing streaming. Talking for 3 hours is very hard. It's death by poor decision, because I could have gone for that so much sooner, but that's the way these games go. You gamble hard and you explode. But I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. There will hopefully be a video out soon, and maybe more streams.